Hi everyone, welcome to Physics 173 or Electronics Physics. So my apologies for not meeting you live this for this orientation, but we'll be sure to meet in one of these days during the semester. For now, let's begin the orientation with this video. Hi everyone, welcome to Physics 173 or Electronics Physics. In this presentation, we are going to talk about the course, how it will be managed, and the course syllabus. Should you have any questions regarding these matters, please post your questions in the chat box or unmute your mic and just state your question. My name is Ian Jasper Agulo, and I will be your instructor for this course. After completing this course, you should be able to discuss the fundamental processes pertaining to how electronic devices work, display knowledge in solving electrical circuits correctly that utilize these electronic devices, and demonstrate the application of the newly acquired knowledge in electronic physics by designing and building basic electronic circuits. We'll begin with a review of basic electronic circuits and then move on to DC and AC response of devices. You'll then be introduced to semiconductors and semiconductor devices, learn about the physics of diodes, transistors, and operational amplifiers, and apply them to various circuit designs. This course will be taught online through the UP Baguio Virtual Learning Environment, or UP-VLE, which you can access at vle.upb.edu.ph. You may access the UPB VLE with your laptop, tablet, or even with your phone. Videos have been provided to allow you to browse through the lessons with your computer or your mobile device. You will need to log in using your UP email account. If you have problems logging in, please send an email to sysnet.upbaguio@up.edu.ph. Once you are logged in, select the course Physics 173, Electronics Physics. Once selected, you should be able to see the information about the course and the course syllabus. Please take the time to read and go through each detail. You should be able to see all the course topics when you scroll down the page. You will need to go through each of the topics in sequence according to the weekly arrangement, since a few topics are prerequisites of other topics. But you can go through each of the topics at your own convenience and at your own pace. This type of online learning is called asynchronous, which means that you, as the student, can take your time in going through the lessons, playing and replaying all the videos, and reading all the necessary materials. Typically, in face-to-face meetings, the class meets for 3 hours for a 3-unit lecture per week. In this scenario, 10 to 30-minute videos of each subtopic will be shown, amounting to about 30 to 90 minutes of video lectures per week. The short videos should be able to allow you to absorb each topic much better and easier review the content. All videos are uploaded to a YouTube channel. The links to the YouTube videos are attached in the VLE module. Your grade will come from 4 exams, a final exam, 5 fully accomplished experiments with written report, and quizzes. The breakdown as shown is as follows: 40% for the 4 exams, 20% for the final exam, 30% for the laboratory reports and presentation, and 10% for the quizzes. In a little while, I'm going to show you our full schedule. Remember that I told you that this course is conducted asynchronously, so you can really take your time and do things at your own pace. There will be scheduled online meetings for individual, group, or class discussions. These are not required times, but the schedule where I will make myself available for consultation. You can see the links here and in the VLE, and you may enter the Zoom meeting or Discord if you have specific concerns or questions regarding the lessons. If these times are not convenient for you, or if you wish to have a separate consultation time, especially considering your internet access, we can agree on a special time just for you. Just send me an email at the given email address. All of these information are found in the UPB VLE module for Physics 173 and are detailed in the PDF document Physics 173 Syllabus Remote Learning. You can also see this presentation in PDF format with the file name Introduction to the Course and the Course Syllabus. I hope that you'll be able to appreciate this mode of learning. This is one of the best we can offer in order to continue your education, considering the circumstances around the world. See you soon in our lessons and our weekly discussions. Take care and stay safe. Hi everyone. Okay, so now that you've watched that short video, pakita ko na sa inyo ngayon yung itsura ng VLE. You can also open it now at the same time that you're watching this video para masabayan nyo na rin. So the name of the VLE course is Physics 173, Electronics Physics S1, A1, AY 2223. Okay, and of course, if you need information related to the course, it's all here under the topic about the course. Yung video na pinapanood ko sa iyo kanina ay itong video na to. So pwede nyo nang i-mark as done itong subtopic na ito. You can find our whole syllabus here. And you can also find yung PowerPoint presentation or slides na nandoon sa video or corresponding to the video dito sa link na ito. So now let's discuss the course. So tulad ng sinabi natin, ang course na ito is conducted asynchronously. This course consists of a laboratory and a lecture class. I will be conducting the lecture class. So this orientation is actually only for the lecture portion of the course. The laboratory portion will be conducted by Professor Carlisle Kasuga. So she is going to send you an email, a separate email, kung kailan kayo mag-orientation. At siya na yung magdi-discuss ng anything related to the laboratory. So ang di-discuss ko lang ngayon ay para sa lecture part. And of course, yung grading system na i-discuss natin is for the whole course. Okay, so ang coverage na tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo ay makikita nyo rito sa syllabus na ito. Basically, ang first part is just a review of the course, and then you're going to study RLC circuits and then phasor diagrams. And then you'll move on to semiconductor physics, semiconductor devices such as diodes, transistors, and then yung mga applications ng diodes, applications ng transistors, and then towards the end, ang huli nyo pag-aaralan ay about operational amplifiers, which are basically just transistors din, or extensions ng transistors. Okay, so makikita nyo rin yung course topics dito. So pwede nyo i-click tong drop-down button na ito at makikita nyo dito yung mga topics. Okay, first exam, experiment 1, second exam, experiment 2 and 3, and so on and so forth. And then yung mga ibang topics. Pwede nyo rin siya makita dito sa side menu, sa left part. Okay, so nandiyan siya lahat. Okay, so ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung ating grading system. So, ang grading system, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina sa video, ay nagko-consist ng exam, final exam, laboratory reports or presentation, quizzes, and then merong bonus points na i-discuss ko din mamaya. So, meron tayong 4 exams as you can see here. So, there's first, second, third, and fourth exam. There's also a final exam. And then there are quizzes in this lecture. Now, itong quizzes na ito, okay, pag sinagutan niyo yung mga quizzes na yan, automatic na kayong bibigyan ng grade after niyo masagutan yung quiz. So automatic checking yung quiz na yan. So malalaman niyo na kaagad kung ano yung kung saan kayo nagkamali at kung ano-ano yung mga tamang items na nasagutan niyo. Okay, now itong mga exams naman na ito, you have to submit the exams dito sa VLE. And then when you submit, typical mistake ng mga students is not to click the submit button. It is important that you click the submit button para kumpleto yung submission nyo ng exam. Now, you can also, there's also a final exam, but this final exam is actually optional. So, paano kayo may exempt, hindi optional, may exemption. Paano kayo may exempt sa sa final exam? Ang final exam or ang exemption sa final exam will be based on the 4 exams. So, pag in-average na tong 4 exams or pag kinuha yung total nitong 4 exams at lumagpas yung total score nyo ng 60%, okay, exempted na kayo automatically sa finals. So, you don't have to take the finals. Okay, regardless kung ano yung results ng laboratory at saka ng quizzes. Okay, so all in all, ang total grade is 100%. And then there's this bonus points na ipapaliwanag ko mamaya-mayang konti. Okay, yung corresponding na grade na makukuha ninyo will depend on yung total grade according to this transportation table. So from 95 to 100% na total grade, yan yung 1, 90 to 94.9, yan yung 1.25, and so on and so forth. Ang passing is 55%. And then may unconditional na grade is 45 to 54.9%, and then ang failing is 0 to 44.9%. Now, nabanggit ko tong conditional at saka passing because beginning this semester, babalik na yung or natanggal na yung no-fail policy. So yung last 2 academic years, okay, meron tayong no-fail policy. Pero ngayon, pwede na kayong or there is now a possibility to give you a conditional grade and to give you a failing grade. And that's all written in this memo, which I have also attached here. So makikita nyo rito sa baba sa university policies. And pag kinlik nyo yung university policies, ito yung makikita nyo memo. Okay, this is dated August 29. And gusto ko lang i-point out itong part na ito dito sa page 2. The following academic rules policy suspended since the second semester will now be in force effective this semester. Okay, ano yung mga policies na yon? So warning, probation, dismissal, permanent disqualification, degree program retention rules, MRR, yung prerequisites. Kaya kami naghihigpit na ngayon sa prerequisites during the advising period. Grading system, the no-fail policy is lifted. So pwede na kayong ma-4 at saka ma-5. Deadline for dropping and leave of absence will be also stricter. Now, ang hindi gaanong magiging strict is sa attendance. Okay, especially in our case dahil asynchronous naman yung classes natin. So the faculty may adopt different attendance requirements considering their students' lack of or poor internet access or COVID-19 infection and other pandemic or disaster-related concerns. Okay, so it's important na malaman nyo to not just for this course but for this semester sa lahat ng inyong courses. Para aware kayo na sa mga anong tawag dito sa ganitong academic policies na ina-apply ngayon beginning this semester. Okay. So now let's discuss itong bonus points. Okay, now if you go to the first exam, for example, or if you go to any of the exams, okay, makikita ninyo na meron ditong tinatawag na due date. Okay? For the first exam, ang due date is 30 September 2022, 11:59 p.m. And then meron din itong cut-off date. 11 January 2023, 11:59 p.m. Okay, anong difference ng dalawa na yan? So yung due date is the date where even after this due date, pwede pa rin kayo mag-submit. Ang cut-off date is the date na kung saan once na dumating na or nag-lapse na itong oras na ito o yung date na yan, hindi na kayo pwedeng mag-submit dito sa VLE. So it's automatically set to reject your submission after this cut-off date. Now, bakit meron nitong due date? Of course, kailangan pa rin nating i-maintain yung ating schedule kasi pag asynchronous, minsan nagla-lax kayo kasi pwede nyo i-push off yung deadlines. Okay, now to give you an incentive to give you some sort of incentive to submit on time, yun yung bonus points. Okay, so if you submit on or before this due date, bibigyan kayo ng bonus points. If you submit after this due date, wala ng bonus points. Okay? So, importante na maintindihan nyo ito. Okay? Ngayon, gaano kalaki yung bonus points? The bonus points will be given to both laboratory submissions at saka exam submissions, not sa quizzes. Yung quizzes, pwede nyo gawin yun anytime. Okay? Since there are 6 laboratory experiments and 4 exams, so total nun ay 10. So yung 5% will be divided by 10 or so each submission ninyo on time will correspond to 0.5%. Okay, so kung halimbawa nag-submit kayo on time ng 3 experiments and on time ng 2 exams, so that corresponds just to 2.5% na bonus points, which will be added to your total grade dun sa at the end of the semester. Okay, I'd also like to discuss itong mechanics ng pag-submit ng exam. Okay, so meron ditong congratulatory remark. Okay, just to warn you na ito na yung first exam. Okay, and yung instructions dito is that you are given 72 hours to download, read, answer, and submit your work in the VLE module. Okay, so medyo matagal yung 72 hours na yun. Ngayon, kailan mag-start yung count ng 72 hours? Okay, mag-start siya when you click this button. Okay, so pag-click nyo ganyan, doon na mag-start yung bilang ng 72 hours. Not when you download these exams, okay, or not when you viewing the instructions here. Okay, once na i-click nyo yung button na pinakita ko kanina, that yun na yung start ng 72 hours ninyo. Kailan mag-e-end? Okay, o kailan maglalapse yung 72 hours? Pag hindi kayo nag-submit within 72 hours, so mabibilang ko yun. Okay, makikita ko dito sa VLE kung gaano katagal from the time na pinindot nyo yung button hanggang sa time na nag-submit kayo, at malalaman ko kung nag-submit kayo within 72 hours. Now, it's important na i-click nyo yung submit button after you upload your exam, okay, para ma-count siya within the 72-hour period. Okay, kasi pag hindi nyo kinlik yung submit button, it will be in draft mode and it's considered a non-submission. Okay, hindi pa kayo nagsasubmit. So don't forget to click the submit button immediately after you upload your submission dito sa exam. Okay, and then there's the instructions na you're not allowed to distribute this copy of the exam, okay, because that's cheating, and once caught, pwede kayong i-report at pwede kayong i-subject sa kung ano man yung sanctions corresponding to cheating, and that will be put on your record, and that will not be of course very good for you. Okay, now yung structure ng course na ito is such that yung coverage, for example, ng ng third exam will depend on kung ano yung kung napag-aralan nyo na yung coverage ng first exam. Okay, pero itong coverage ng second exam doesn't depend too much on the coverage of the first exam. So actually, pwede yung simulan yung second exam o yung coverage yung second exam even anong tawag dito? Even if you haven't finished yung coverage ng first exam. Okay, pero yung coverage ng fourth exam will depend on the coverage of the third exam. So merong parang tawag dito, a sequence na kailangan yung sundan. Now, how do you know if you are on time or on the schedule or not dun sa course na ito? Okay, para ma-monitor niyo yung inyong progress. Well, you can take a look at our Google Calendar. Okay? So, bago ko ipakita yung Google Calendar, pakita ko muna sa inyo itong section na ito. Itong section na ito is called your Jamboard and Playlist. It will always be on top of any topic that you choose. So, limbawa, pinili niyo itong transistor na topic. Nasa ibabaw pa rin yung your Jamboard and Playlist. Okay, now, dun sa mga hindi ko pa naging estudyante before, kung hindi nyo alam kung ano ito, so itong playlist is a collection of songs na tawag dito. Binigay nyo sa akin, okay, para ilagay dito sa playlist. Okay? So magbibigay kayo ng requested songs at ilalagay natin dito sa playlist. And ang purpose of course ng playlist na ito is para pang tanggal ng stress. Okay? Yung playlist na to or yung mga songs na nandito sa playlist ay hindi lang galing sa section ninyo kundi galing din sa ibang sections o sa ibang klase na tinuturo ko this semester. So mapupuno yan. I'm sure mapupuno itong playlist na ito. Currently, puro mga playlist ko to. Okay, pero once you tawag dito, start submitting your playlist, then babaguhin ko tong playlist na ito or mag-upload ako ng bagong playlist which consists of yung mga songs na request ninyong lahat, kayong lahat ng mga estudyante ko this semester. Okay, now, you can also see dito sa Jamboard playlist yung Zoom link for consultations, tsaka Discord, and since this is always on top, so madali nyo ma-access yung itong mga links na ito. Okay, now let's go to the Google Calendar. So if you click yung Google Calendar, ito yung inyong makikita for 173. Tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, anong tawag dito? I'm only discussing the lecture part. So for the lecture part, since ang klase natin is Wednesday and Friday, nandito lahat ng topics. Okay? So for today, yung class orientation, okay, yan yung nakalagay sa September 7, and then sa Friday, you start with the lessons at ito yung lessons na pag-aaralan ninyo. Review on resistors, okay, and so on and so forth. And then you can also take quiz 1 dahil review lang naman ito. Okay, and of course, you read corresponding topics in suggested references na nandoon sa topics. Okay, so naka-sequence na lahat yan. Okay, sundan nyo lang yan. Dito, practice solving problems, and tawag dito, by October or September 28, kailangan nyo nang simulan yung inyong first exam, okay, para umabot kayo sa due date na nakalagay na September 30. Okay? Okay, hindi yata nagmamatch yun. First long exam. Okay, September 30 nga. Okay. September 30 yung nakalagay dito. Okay. Okay, so makikita nyo na yung buong schedule for the whole semester. So nandiyan na yan. Dito yung reading and ito yung reading and wellness break. Ito yung mid-semester. Ito ay isang holiday. So pati holidays nakalagay na rin dyan. Okay. Third exam, topics. Okay. And hanggang sa December 21. So pati yung deadline for filing of LOA and yung deadline for dropping, inilagay ko na rin yung dates na yan dito. And then yung last day of classes. Okay, so hopefully magiging useful ito sa inyo, at least para ma-monitor ninyo yung progress ninyo, para alam nyo kung behind kayo or advance kayo dun sa klase. Okay? Okay. Now let's go finally to this what's called the Jamboard. So kung hindi kayo familiar dito sa Jamboard, okay, so pwede kayong maglagay ng kahit ano dito. So ang purpose ng Jamboard na ito is for you to let your feelings out. Okay? Kung ano man yung nararamdaman ninyo o naiisip ninyo about specific things or about the course, pwede nyong ilagay dito. So you can use the pen, okay, to say hello to your classmates, for example. Pwede nyong i-erase. Okay. This is just a select button. Ito ay sticky note. Pwede kayong pumili ng colors and then say kung ano yung okay, so ganyan. Then move that around. Pwede rin kayong maglagay ng figure. Okay, pwede nyo i-upload yung figure from the URL. Pwede kayong mag-take ng picture from your camera. Pwede rin sa Google. Tapos okay, so pwede kayong pumili ng image. Okay, so yan. Bawa lang. Yan, lagay nyo dyan. For example, pwede nyo i-rotate yan. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, and pwede rin kayong gumawa nito. Okay, then magdagdag ng text. What's up? Okay, tapos isentro. Yeah. Okay, and this laser is actually doesn't do anything except ganito lang. Kasi kung ano man yung ginawa nyo sa laser, hindi naman nare-record dito sa Jamboard. Okay? Okay, so pwede rin kayo mag-add ng frames. Okay, so I'm going to add this frame and I'm going to put here please add your requested songs here on this frame. Okay. So this frame is only for your requested songs. Okay. And then you can add additional frames. So i-delete ko na tong una. So delete. Okay. You can add additional frames if you want para mag-type in lang ng kahit ano. Okay. Okay. So okay, let me check kung meron pa. Okay, I think that's it. Now, since we are not live and you cannot post your questions live, ang gagawin natin is I'm going to create another frame. Okay, dito, please post your questions related to the orientation, to today's orientation. Here, okay, lecture part lang one. Okay. Understood na ninyo siguro. Okay, so lalagay ko siya dito. Okay, so if you have questions, just post them okay, here and sasagutan ko siya as soon as I can. Okay, so shared na sa inyo itong mga to. So makikita nyo na yung pangalan nyo dyan. Okay, and of course, kailangan kong i-restrict only for you guys. Okay, so dyan. Okay, and that's it. So, okay, tingnan ko lang kung may nakalimutan ako. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so hopefully we'll see each other soon live. Okay, and hopefully that will be before the first exam. So kung may mga tanong kayo related to the lessons, we can discuss it. We can discuss them during our first live meeting or during one of the consultation hours. Okay, so I think this is it. And ingat kayo lagi. And have a great weekend ahead.